All right, students. In this video, we'll continue to use proportions to solve practical application problems. Now, I know you're going to say there's other ways to solve these very same problems, and that's true. But our job is to learn how to use proportions as a tool. So I want you to work these problems by setting up and solving proportions. A ratio is a fraction used to compare numbers. When we have an equation of two ratios, that's called a proportion. We'll use this proportion to solve this problem. The scale on a map of Canada is 1 centimeter, corresponds to 45 kilometers. Let's label. That's 1 centimeter on the map represents 45 kilometers in real life. On the map, two cities are 2.4 kilometers from each other. On the map, two cities are 2.4 centimeters from each other. Centimeters. I have centimeters in the top of my proportion. The 2.4 is centimeters. That should go on the top. Final question. Find the actual distance between these two cities. The actual distance, and we'll give it in kilometers. Let's see if we have everything. The scale on a map of Canada is 1 centimeter, corresponds to 45 kilometers. 1 centimeter corresponds to 45 kilometers. On the map, two cities are 2.4 centimeters apart, centimeters in the top. Find the actual distance between the cities, kilometers in the bottom. Great. Now let's grab a calculator. We'll multiply diagonally 1 times n and 45 times 2.4. Is 108. When I divide by 1, I still have 108. Now for full credit, I have to label that answer. What is 108? It's the distance between the two cities, the distance in kilometers. So the two cities are 108 kilometers apart. When you work your homework problems, I want you to give me the proportion, cross multiply, label that answer. Let's get our proportion ready. Now read careful. On a city planner's drawing of a neighborhood park, 1 inch represents 200 feet. 1 inch to 200 feet. Let's label. 1 inch represents 200 feet. Find the length of a parking lot that is 3 3/8 inches long on the drawing. On the drawing, the parking lot is 3 3/8 inches. Remember, we have inches in the top. Our job is to find out how long the parking lot is in real life in feet. Now we're supposed to cross multiply. That's a little uncomfortable, multiplying 3 3/8 times 200. So let's add an extra step to our work. I'm going to copy, 3 3/8 is the same as 3 point. And let's use a calculator to change 3/8 into a decimal. I copy the 3 and I'll type in 3 divided by 8. 3 divided by 8. 3 divided by 8 is 0.375. Now my multiplication on the calculator is easy. I'll multiply this way, 1 times n, and this way, 200 times 0.375 is 75. When I divide by 1, I've got a final answer of 75. Last step, label the answer. This parking lot is 75 feet wide. There's my answer labeled. Wonderful. here's where I'll put my proportion. A survey shows that 3 out of 5 people prefer McDonald's to Burger King. If 60 people are surveyed, how many people will prefer McDonald's? A survey shows 3 out of 5. Who are the 3? Well, 3 out of 5 prefer McDonald's. Who are the 5? Are those Burger King likers, or is that everybody? 3 out of 5 people. 3 people like McDonald's out of every 5. Let's call that total. 3 out of every 5 total people like McDonald's. If 60 people are surveyed, how many will prefer McDonald's? Is 60 McDonald's lovers or total? 60 people surveyed. That's total. There was a total of 60 people surveyed. Final question, how many will prefer McDonald's? Now we're ready. Let's multiply diagonally and multiply diagonally. And then divide. 180 divided by 5. 180 divided by 5 is 36. Now label. 36 what? That's 36 people who prefer McDonald's. Here we'll keep the same survey, but a different final question. Remember, the survey shows 3 out of 5 people prefer McDonald's to Burger King. If 85 people are asked, how many people will prefer Burger King? 3 out of 5 prefer McDonald's. The 5 was total. Now, if 3 out of 5 prefer McDonald's to Burger King, doesn't that mean that 2 out of 5 prefer Burger King? 5 people total, 3 like McDonald's, 5 minus 3 is 2 that like Burger King. 2 out of 5 like Burger King. 85 people are asked. That's total. And the final question, how many will prefer Burger King? I think we're ready. Let's cross multiply. 5 times n and 2 times 85. Then divide. 170 divided by 5. 170 divided by 5 is 34. That's 34 people who prefer Burger King. All right, your turn to go and practice. Do your best. I've enjoyed working with you. I'll see you soon.